Okay, before we will start with our big opening, we must first have a prayer to bless my son.
Iligan to
Presence of the Lord, loving God. We ask for your presence that will begin this feeding process. Bless everyone gathered here with wisdom, honesty, and a spirit of fairness. Guide our decisions so that they reflect integrity and serve the best interest of all involved. May this process be conducted with transparency, respect, and cooperation. We place this undertaking in your hands and we trust in your guidance. All of this we ask in your name.
Okay, for the declaration of our forum, I would like to ask because of this acknowledge the attendance of our block members, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10.
Morning. Let's acknowledge the presence of our back members, Officer for today. Our back chairman, Engineer Will Lauder. Back vice chairman, Tony Alvin Martinko. Present, sir. Back regular member, Engineer Olomodin Insaka. Present. Back provisional member, Engineer Muhammad Hussein Umanan.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone.
Back provisional member, Engineer C.P. Isa Ibrahim.
Present, sir.
Mr. Chair, there are 5 out of 5 members are present today.
Okay, thank you, Sir Lig. Since all of the block members are in attendance today, then I declare this opening of bids in program, okay? Please acknowledge also the attendance of our back secretariat, back PWH, and server, and of course, participation of the top proxy. Thank you.
To back secretariat head, Engineer Luigi Piazza. Back secretariat member, Sir Donato Pilozon Jr. Engineer Stepino Pasa Maulani.
Present, sir.
Sir Ruben Giroa. Present, sir. Ma'am Malu Cristina Antepesto.
Present, sir.
Ma'am Tara E. Ramos.
Present, sir.
Ma'am Marilo Alasquete. Ma'am Flor E. Garcia.
Present, sir.
Sir Dennis Yaun. Present. Ma'am Lucille Q. Naval.
Present, sir.
Sir George Elisica.
Present, sir.
Ma'am Aino Joy Opaspin.
Present, sir.
Ma'am Tini Citadina.
Present, sir.
For back PWG head, Ma'am Loretta Misi Antonio.
Present.
Back PWG member, Engineer Jamila Itanbao.
Present.
Engineer Marjan P. Bansara.
Present.
And Sir Muammar P. Abbas. For our observer, we are from UWA. Attorneys Salma Grar. For our contractors, from Olison Corporation, presented by Julius Balassi. From Alfahad Builders and Enterprises, we have presented by Juliet Marshall. From BCD Builders and Enterprises, represented by Ma'am Heidi E. Bumaat. From Al-Amin Builders, presented by Johari Is Opikal. From Dixon Construction and Development, presented by Ma'am Marie Flor Ulas. Olares. From Asapa Construction, presented by Salik Baruwag. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Sir Lig. Again, actually, to Ma'am Salma, our resident auditor, ma'am. Welcome and good morning, and of course, to our participating contractors, welcome everyone for this opening of bids for eight eight projects. So begin with for we'll start with our opening. I would like to ask Sir George to please read our previous minutes for the approval of the body. Sir George.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Well, good morning, Mr. Chair. Thank you so much. And also good morning to all of our staff members and EWG and my fellow back secretaries, especially the one. So I will be reading now our previous conference for the 8 contract IDs. We have 26 KM 0083, 26 KM 0084, 26 KM 0085, 26 KM 0068, 26 KM 0071, 26 KM 0075, 26 KM 0079, and 26 KM 0081. The meeting started with a prayer led by our back secretary member. I mean Joy Opaskill. Back Secretary Head Luis Casa acknowledged the attendees of the meeting. Back Chairman Royal A. Lauder then declared that the back is in quorum and the meeting is in session. They informed everyone that the previous conference was called to discuss, clarify, and explain, among other concerns, the eligibility requirements, technical and financial components of the contract to be bid, including questions and clarifications raised by the prospective bidders, contractors before and during the said conference. Back Chairman Royal A. Lauber informed everyone that there are 8 projects for pre-bidding. Back to DPWH member Iligan discussed the projects to bid as follows. 26 KM 0083, the rehabilitation reconstruction of roads with slope collapse and landslide along Overton Baga Boundary Road with a duration of 223 calendar days and with an ABC of 18,216,240 pesos. Second, we have 26 KM 0084, the construction of multi-purpose building at Miguel Ovach, MES, Barangay Baldolaya, Iligan City, Lanao del Norte, with a duration of 159 calendar days and with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos. Third, we have 26 KM 0085, the rehabilitation of multi-purpose building Barangay Pagunsilan, Iligan City, Lanao del Norte, with a duration of 128 calendar days and with an ABC of 5,914,287 pesos and 13 centavos. We have 26 KM 0068, construction of lanes, new roads along Santa Filomena, Bungunon, Dikilaan, Rogongon Road, at Barangay Rogongon, Chinage, with a duration of 149 calendar days and with an ABC of 41,623,540 pesos. We have 26 KM 0071, the construction of multi-purpose building at DPWH quarters, Barangay del Carmen, Iligan City, with a duration of 177 calendar days and with an ABC of 19,800,000 pesos. We have 26 KM 0075, the rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide along Iligan City Diversion Road, Iligan City, with a duration of 191 calendar days and with an ABC of 10,284,120 pesos. We have 26 KM 0079, rehabilitation of multi-purpose building covered court, Barangay Akma, Iligan City, with a duration of 167 calendar days and with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos. We have 26 KM 0081, the rehabilitation of multi-purpose building covered court at Iligan City Central School, Barangay Mahayahay, Iligan City, with a duration of 183 calendar days and with an ABC of 11,880,000 pesos. Back to the WG member Margin Bansara discussed the eligibility requirements.
Back PWG member Marjan Pivansara also discussed the requirements for technical and financial. Back PWG member Marjan Pivansara discussed the criteria for the evaluation of bids. He mentioned that the financial components of the bids of each pass shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The back shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The mode of evaluating bids will be based on the lowest calculated bid. And the following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of bid prices. One, we have the completeness, no price in required item, non-complying, indicating a zero or a dash if it is free to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable, BOQ shall be considered non-responsive. Second, we have the arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words. Words prevail. Total price versus actual sum of component items. Actual sum prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ. BOQ prevails. And third, if the above ABC means non-compliant. Back to the member Marjan Pivansara discussed the criteria for the conduct of post-qualification. And he mentioned also that the post-qualification includes the verification. Back to the member Marjan Pivansara discussed the awarding of the contract. He mentioned that the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award and within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 2 days upon receipt thereof. Back Chairman Noel A. Lauder opened the virtual floor for questions or clarifications from the participating bidders and the back members. No one raised a question or clarification. Back Chairman Noel A. Lauder reminding the prospective bidders that to watch out for the possible bid bulletin and purchase the bidding documents early, if possible, before the scheduled bid opening. There were no other matters discussed. Back Vice Chairman Alvin R. Quinto moved for the adjournment of the meeting and seconded by our back provisional member Muhammad Hussein Oman. Back Chairman Will A. Lauder adjourned the video conference at exactly 9:55 AM. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, George. Back members, do you have any corrections as to the previous minutes assessed by Sir George?
None, okay.
None, how about none. How about back member Maran? None, then would like to move for the approval of the previous minutes assessed without any correction.
I would like to move for the approval of the minutes as right.
Okay, it has been moved by Attorney Quinto and seconded by Engineer Sata, Engineer Ibrahim. Then I declare that the previous minutes are said without any correction be approved. Okay, please take note, Secretariat. Thank you. So, before we will proceed with our bid opening, there any online submission? Online bid submission? None? Wala. Online attendance, wala po. Contactors, wala. Wala. Then, how about our eligibility check? Ongoing. Done by Moy, Engineer Rompak. So, for information, our eligibility check, the CWA is still ongoing. Then we'll just announce it later. In case the information is available. Okay, let's now proceed with our bid opening. We'll start with contract ID 26KM 0068. We have one bidder. One bidder, non-bidder, 26KM 0068. Horizon Corporation, please open the technical bid of the consent. They asked, Gaylor Ibrahim to please submit for the reading of the submitted bid and to be cross-checked by Attorney Kilito. Please, go ahead, Ma'am Pedro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So for the technical component of Olison Corporation for the contract ID 26KM 0068. Field jobs registration platinum valid until June 30, 2027. Sex certificate registration date July 23, 2014. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance valid until May 25, 2027. Audited financial statement date of filing May 14, 2026. And pickup license valid until January 30, 2027. Olison Corporation is a corporation. These the following project signed. SLCC signed. NFCC signed. GIS. Deed securing declaration signed and notarized. Organizational chart signed. List of key personnel signed. List of equipment signed. ISO certificate signed. Certified to copy. Omnibus Ford statement signed and notarized.
Pass.
Okay, let's open the challenge bid of Olison.
So for the financial component of Olison Corporation for contract ID 26K0068. Bid form. Signed. Bill of quantities. Signed. Detailed estimates signed. And cash flow by quarter signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 41,620,694 pesos and 60 centavos with no discount offered. I repeat, 41,620,694 pesos and 60 centavos. 4160 and 5.6.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Pedro. Again, the reading for the reading of contract ID 26K0068 has been completed. We have a non-bidder Olison Corporation, but again, for information, Olison Corporation, your bid is still under our legal and post consultation processes. Okay, thank you. So let's now proceed with the next contract ID 2016 071. Okay, please. We have again the bidder. It's open the current bid of Alpha.
Technical component of Alpha Builders and Enterprises for contract ID 26CM0071.
Field Jobs Registration Platinum, valid until June 3, 2027. DTI Certificate, valid until March 15, 2030. Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2026. Tax Clearance, valid until March 12, 2027. Audited Financial Statement, date of filing February 2, 2026. And pickup license, valid until February 22, 2028. Alpha Builders and Enterprises is sole proprietorship. Statement of all ongoing projects, fine. SLCC, signed. NFCC, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Organizational chart, signed. List of key personnel, signed. List of equipment, signed. ISO certificate, not applicable. Omnibus Word Statement, signed and authorized.
Pass.
So for the financial component of Alpha Builders and Enterprises, for contract ID 26 KM 0071. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. Detailed estimates, signed.
At least nabot ba yun?
And cash flow by quarter, signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 19,602,005 pesos and 90 centavos. With no discount offered. I repeat, 19,602,005 and 90 pesos. And 0.9 centavos. 19602,005.90. That was all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you. Ma'am Pirot, we have completed the reading of contract ID PBC SKM 2071. Again, we have a long bidder of Alpha Builders and Enterprises. Okay. Again, for information, Alpha is still this will be subject with our bid evaluation and qualification process. So let's now proceed with the next contract ID, PBC SKM 2075. Long bidder distributes builders to enterprises.
Technical component of DCD Builders and Enterprises for contract ID 26 KM 0075. Field Jobs Registration Platinum, valid until September 27, 2026. DTI Certificate, valid until November 14, 2028. Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2026. Tax Clearance, valid until August SLCC, signed. NFCC, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart, signed. List of key personnel, signed. List of equipments, signed. Omnibus sworn statement. Signed and notarized.
Pass.
Okay, we settle financial bid of BCB. Builders.
For the financial component of DCD Builders and Enterprises for 26 KM 0075. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities. Signed. Detailed estimate, signed. And cash flow by quarter, signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 10,254,120 pesos only. I repeat, 10,254,120 pesos only. 10254,120.
No job.
Discount offer.
Okay, again, thank you, Ma'am Pirot. The reading of contract ID 26KM 0075 be completed. Still, we have a loan bidder by DCD Builders and Enterprises. But still, this will undergo with our bid evaluation and post-qualification processes. So please proceed with the next contract ID 26KM 0075. We have two bidders, Alamin and Alpha Builders. Please open the technical component of Alamin Builders.
Technical component of Al-Amin Builders for the contract ID 26 KM 0079. Wheeljets registration platinum, valid until June 3, 2027. DPI certificate valid until March 9, 2027. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance valid until December 15, 2026. Audited financial statement date of filing March 25, 2026. And pickup license valid until January 14, 2028. Alamin Builders is a sole proprietorship. Statement of all ongoing projects, signed. SLCC, signed. NFCC, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Organizational chart, signed. List of key personnel, signed. List of equipment, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and authorized.
Pass.
Technical bid of Alpha.
Pwede mga platform.
Ayun, tao break ko.
For the technical component of Alpha Had Builders and Enterprises for the contract ID 26 KM 0079. Wheeljets registration platinum valid until June 3, 2027. DTI certificate valid until March 15, 2030. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance valid until March 12, 2027. Audited financial statement date of filing February 2, 2026. And pickup license valid until February 22, 2028. Alpha Had Builders and Enterprises is sole proprietorship. List of all ongoing projects, signed. SLCC, signed. NFCC, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational charts, signed. List of key personnel, signed. List of equipments, signed. Also certificate not applicable. Omnibus warrant statement, signed and notarized.
Pass.
Please open the financial o alamin.
For the financial component of Al-Amin Builders for 26 PM 0079. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. Detailed estimate, signed. And cash flow by quarter, signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 4,906,981 pesos and 12 centavos with no discount offered. I repeat, 4,906,981 pesos and 12 centavos. 4,906,981.92.
Financial,
Financial component of Alpha Head Builders and Enterprises for 26 KM 0079. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. Detailed estimate, signed. Cash flow by quarter, signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 4,900,547 pesos and 77 cents. I repeat, 4,900,547 pesos and 77 cents with no discount offered. 4,900,547.77.
okay, that's all for contact ID GB6KM 0079. We have two bidders, Al-Amin Builders and Alpha Builders. But again, for information, both of your bid will be still subject for our evaluation process and of course, post qualified. That post qualification if you'll be declared as LCD. Okay. Next, 26 KM 0081. Loan builder, we have loan builders. Alpha Builders. Technical, bid for Alpha.
Technical component of Alpha Head Builders and Enterprises for 26 KM 0081. Field jobs registration platinum valid until June 3, 2027. DTI certificate valid until March 15, 2030. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance valid until March 12, 2027. Audited financial statement, date of filing February 2, 2026, and pickup license valid until February 22, 2028. Alpha Head Builders and Enterprises is sole proprietorship. Statement of all ongoing projects, signed. SLCC, signed. NFCC, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart, signed. List of key personnel, signed. List of equipment, signed. ISO certificate not applicable. Omnibus sworn statement signed and notarized.
Pass.
Financial. Contract.
For the financial component of Al Sahad Builders and Enterprises for 26 AM 0081. Bid form signed. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimates. Cash flow by quarter.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 11,761,181 pesos and 62 cents, with no discount offered. I repeat, 11,761,181 pesos and 62 cents, with no discount offered. 11,761,181.62.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. The reading of contract ID 26KM0081 has been completed. We have a bidder, Alpha Builders and Enterprises, no? But still, this is subject for our evaluation and post-qualification process. Okay, so we will now proceed with the next contract ID 26KM0083. Then bidder, itself. Technical bid of next step is open.
Technical component of Lixan Construction and Development for contract ID 26KM0083. Field jobs registration platinum, valid until June 8, 2027. DTI certificate valid until July 30, 2028. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance valid until May 21, 2027. Audited financial statement date of filing April 20, 2026. And pickup license valid until November 2, 2027. Lexan Construction and Development is a sole proprietorship. List of all ongoing projects signed. SLCC signed. NFCC signed. Bid securing declaration signed and notarized. Organizational chart signed. List of key personnel signed. List of equipments signed. ISO certificate. Omnibus sworn statement signed and notarized.
Pass.
Okay, financial list of Lexan.
Financial component of Lixan Construction and Development for 26 AM 0083. Bid form signed. Bill of quantities signed. Detailed estimate signed. Cash flow by quarter signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 18,141,983 pesos and 81 cents, with no discount offered. I repeat, 18,141,983 pesos and 81 cents. 18141.93.81.
That's all. Okay, thank you again. The reading of contract ID 26KM0083. We have a loan bidder, Lexan Construction and Development, but for information, Lexan, your bid, still be subject with our, bid evaluation and post-qualification processes. Let us proceed with the next contract ID, 84. We have two bidders, Atapa and Alfahad. So please open the significant bid of staff.
Technical component of Asaka Construction for the contract ID 26KM0084. Field jobs registration, platinum, valid until February 6, 2027. DTI certificate, valid until January 14, 2031. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance, valid until April 8, 2027. Audited financial statement, date of filing March 1, 2026. And pickup license, valid until June 8, 2027. Asafa Construction is the sole proprietorship. List of all ongoing projects signed. SLCC signed. NFCC signed. Bid securing declaration signed and notarized. Organizational chart signed. List of key personnel signed. List of equipment signed. ISO certificate not applicable. Omnibus sworn statement signed and notarized.
Pass.
Technical bid of Alpha.
Technical component of Alpha Builders and Enterprises for 26KM0084. Field jobs registration, platinum, valid until June 3, 2027. DPI certificate, valid until March 15, 2030. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance, valid until March 12, 2027. Audited financial statement, date of filing February 2, 2026. And pickup license, valid until February 22, 2028. Alpha Builders and Enterprises is sole proprietorship. List of all ongoing projects signed. SLCC signed. NFCC signed. Bid securing declaration signed and notarized. Organizational chart signed. List of key personnel signed. List of equipments signed. Omnibus sworn statement signed and notarized.
Pass.
Financial bid of Safa. Originals, you have the original copy.
Financial component of Asafa Construction for the contract ID 26KM0084. Bid form signed. Bill of quantities signed. Detailed estimates signed. And cash flow by quarter signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 4,900,500 pesos only, with no discount offered. I repeat, 4,900,500 pesos only, 4900-500.
Financial bid of Alpha.
Financial component of Alpha Head Builders and Enterprises for 26 KM 0084. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. Detailed estimate, signed. Cash flow by quarter, signed. With a bid amount of 4,910,392 pesos and 83 cents, with no discount offered. I repeat, 4,910,392 pesos and 83 cents. 4910,392.83.
Thank you. The reading of contract ID 2016-0784 has been completed. We have two bidders, Asafa Construction and Alpha Builders. But again, your bid will be under our bid evaluation process, and of course, for the ICB, will be under our post qualification. So, there's also DPWH, but I pass it out. Okay, so let's continue with the last contract ID 26 KM 0085. Non-bidder? Yes, sir. Magkakaroon din of Alpha.
Technical component of Alpha Head Builders and Enterprises for the contract ID 26 KN 0085. Field Jeff registration platinum, valid until June 3, 2027. DTI certificate valid until March 15, 2030. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. Tax clearance valid until March 12, 2027. Audited financial statement date of filing February 2, 2026. And CCAB license valid until February 22, 2028. Alpha Head Builders and Enterprises is a sole proprietorship. List of all ongoing projects, signed. SLCC, signed. NFCC, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart, signed. List of key personnel, signed. List of equipments, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized.
Pass.
For the financial components of Alpha Head Builders and Enterprises for the contract ID 26 KN 0085. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. Detailed estimates, signed. Cash flow by quarter, signed.
Pass.
With a bid amount of 5,855,153 pesos and 60 cents, with no discount offered. I repeat, 5,855,153 pesos and 60 centavos, with no discount offered. 5,855,153.60.
That will be all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. For contract ID 26KM0085, we have, again, from bidder, Hot Builders and Enterprises. Again, for formation of Alpha Hot, your bid will be still under our bid evaluation and post-qualification process. So, for any questions, how about the result? If you just agree.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll just wait a little bit. We'll result of paano pa siya na. Ma'am Shan, okay lang? With sa
10 minutes.
Yep, una ko sa ropin kaysa eligibility. Sure, ito sa bidder, sa rin. Last time, nadua ko nga na-agree, walang bidder. That's needed. It's, like to announce the partial result of our result of the check from the DPWH. For contract ID 26KM0068. We have one bidder, Olison Corporation. Now, with regards to its legal aspect, then Olison Builders pass for the technical and financial aspect of Olison. 28 pass. Olison Builders pass. Then next, contract ID 26KM0071. We have a loan bidder, our Alpha Builders and Enterprises. For the legal aspects. Legal aspect, Alpha Builders pass. Technical and financial aspects of Alpha pass. Alpha Builders pass. Then for contract ID 26KM0075. We have loan leader, DCD Builders and Enterprises. For the legal aspect, DCD Builders. DCD Builders pass. And to the so its technical and financial aspect. Six pass. DCD Builders pass. And for contract ID 26KM0079. We have two bidders, Al-Amin Builders and Alpha Builders. So the legal aspect, Al-Amin pass. And Al-Fahad also pass. For the technical and financial aspects of contract ID 26KM0079, Al-Amin pass. And Al-Fahad leaders also pass. Then 26KM0081. We have loan bidder, Alpha Builders and Enterprises. For the legal aspect, Alpha pass. And for the technical and financial aspect of Alpha had also pass. And for 26 PM 0083, we have loan bidder Lexan, construction and development. For the legal aspect, Lexan construction. Lexan pass. And for the technical and financial aspect, pass. Then for contract ID 26 KM 0084, we have two bidders, Alpha Builders and Asafa Construction. For the legal aspect, Alpha Builders pass. And also Asafa Construction pass. For the technical and financial aspect, Alpha Builders pass. And Asafa Construction, technical and financial aspect. For contract ID 26 KM 0084, also pass. And the last contract ID 26 KM 0085. We have loan bidder Alpha Builders. Now for the legal aspect of Alpha Builders pass the legal aspects, and in the technical and financial aspect, Alpha Builders also pass. I think all of the bidders today pass in our feasibility check. So that's all for today. And again, I'd like to move for the adjournment of this meeting.
I move to adjourn this opening of meeting with there.
So, okay, thank you. It has been moved by back member Tony Quinto and seconded by back member Engineer Ibrahim. Then I declare this opening of the job. Okay, thank you everyone for your attendance today, especially to Ma'am Salma. Ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you for your attendance, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.